I'm going to put this here and leave. Some of it is my fault, but it still fucks me up. Be me. 14-year-old autistic girl who lived in bumfuck nowhere with no friends and only a computer phone. Mom did not like me leaving the house and kept my brother and I very sheltered. Start meeting people online who liked anime. Be friends with this shy and awkward dude who liked the same anime. He was 18. We were good friends, even though he said weird things sometimes. Parents weren't the best. Mom is bipolar, and my dad was overseas due to army stuff. I got hit a lot and sometimes mom wouldn't let me eat. Friend said he would get me out of there. Became even closer friends. He begins acting very weird towards me. Starts making more sexual comments and joking about getting me pregnant. Being a stupid 14-year-old, I go along with it, not really understanding the implications behind it. It escalates into more sexual comments and him asking for nudes. I tell him no at first, and then he starts threatening to kill himself or call the police on my mom and put her in jail. Again, because I am a retarded kid, I give in. I don't want my mom getting hurt. These exchanges go on for over a year. He asks for weirder shit. I am being asked to eat my own menstrual blood. I tell him no, and he starts making more threats and says he will send my brother and I to foster care. Give in, take the pick. I turn 15 during this time. He pressures me into meeting Earl. I sneak out at night to meet him. He drove me to a hotel room. We hung out and he kept touching me where I didn't want to be touched. I come home and get ass beaten by my mom. She thought I tried to run away. Actually run away with him. He gives me a glass of something. I wake up with no clothes on. A few hours later his mom finds me. Police are called. I lied to the police because I didn't want my friend to get in trouble. Was in foster care because they found the messages and saw I was covered in bruises, underweight. Will reply. With PT too. Be me. Reach 24 with 0 bitches. Meet girl who wants to touch your penis. She is a horrible abusive cunt most of the time and refuses to get a job or help around the house or go anywhere or do anything, but also wants to fuck twice a day and otherwise is nice to you for at least an hour a day as long as you do exactly what she wants. It's better than being alone. JPG. FFW 15 years, and at long last she's actually grown up and got treatment and sorted her shit out. She finally did get a good job where she makes more and works longer than you, yet she also miraculously started helping housework. Her now extremely charismatic and outgoing personality is helping you get friends. Her acidic tongue and lightning wit is now only used to make you laugh and never to insult and belittle you. You finally realize you don't want her to leave or get hit by a car anymore. But you still only have body count of 4, you cheated on her with 3 chicks, all of whom you eventually told my wife's an asshole. I love you, want to leave her for you, and they were like, that's okay man, not really that into you anyway. Start brooding over these past rejections and being an asshole to your ex-asshole wife, yelling at her about things she did years ago, who has now said multiple times, if you keep acting like this I'm gone. Developed full death to hypergamous slut's insult brain, even though none of those bitches actually made you happy the way she does. Still hate her for making 12 years of your life miserable. I really hate that bitch and I want to make her pay, but I also really love her and want to stay with her forever, and I am also so mad at every other cunt in the world for not giving me a chance when I was younger and thus helping me develop healthier relationship standards. She is also very fat, but I'm actually extremely attracted to her body. Her tits are bigger than my head, losers. Be me. Finally get a girlfriend at age 19, first love. Her name's Salome. Just like the name of that New Testament woman that got John the Baptist beheaded, amusing. Know about Christianity, even though I'm a Muslim, and she seems surprised. Couple life with her is great anyway, first time someone shows me genuine love. Parents do not care for me, they just want me to get me a good job and give them lots of grandchildren. Girlfriend is happy when I'm happy, and we study together most of the time, we laugh a lot and try to lift each other's up. Finally visit her flat yesterday. Feels like I'm in a doctor's waiting room. Chandeliers, rich decoration and shit. Fricking paintings on the walls. Hebrew inscriptions. Realize she is Jewish, and a convinced one, it's not just her parents. Here's the situation. I played it cool, but I'm pretty sure she knows I'm a goy. Arabic is my first language, I only shave my cheeks and mustache, and she knows I go to the masjid every evening. And pray at home the rest of the time, while I thought she was an atheist. I knew she wasn't a Muslim, and I wasn't planning on sinning with her or anything. Even though I maybe try to introduce her to my religion softly, I'm not a crazy zealot, just a discreet believer, and go from there. I don't know why, but I wanted to marry her so much. She is beautiful and intelligent, more than I am. I don't even know how I got her on dates with me, but I do know for a fact that she is the one. Bros, what should I do? I don't feel comfortable trying to get her away from her own faith and probably her parents. Should we have a discussion about our views of life and our plans for the future while we've been dating for only 5 months? Be me. Meet girl, really good chemistry, we date. She likes me a lot. TLDR, there's some turbulence, I'm kind of a dick, hurt her emotionally. Ghosts me for months. One day run into her, and we start talking again. Sort of. When I see her IRL, small town so it happens naturally, we're smiling and talking like we used to, and she's even touching me, clearly enjoying my company. But when texting she ignores me most of the time, including when I ask her to hang out. Ask her WTF. Explains that she does miss me and wants to reconnect, but she's at a very low point right now. She's depressed for real reasons, like her grandparents recently dying and other shit in her life, and she's trying to get her life back on track, and in the meantime basically isn't hanging out with anyone. Okay. But still ignores most of my texts, even when I just ask her a simple question. I feel frustrated and disrespected by her ignoring me, but then again I don't want to come off as demanding or pressuring her for her attention when A, we aren't even dating, and B, she's dealing with some shit right now. Be me. Wife leaves me for another man. Suicidally depressed, can't deal with life anymore. My friends do the best they can, but it's not enough. I need professional help, but can't afford it. Go on a roleplay Discord server. Say I'm looking to do a taboo kink of a therapist and a client. Someone agrees to do this with me. I tell them I want it really character-driven, very realistic and slow development. They agree. MFW, for the last month I've been roleplaying a depressed guy talking about all the issues with my ex-wife. Occasionally have to write about how I'm so horny for my therapist and describe some fucking. MFW, this is actually helping. Way easier and free. Work smart, not hard, anons. Be me. Meet a girl half a year ago. Sleep with her. Stuff happens afterward, and we grow kind of distant. Stuff happens again and now we spend more time together. It's always mostly family friendly. Spending time together is mostly just friendly activities like escape rooms, museums, movies, etc. She doesn't really show much sexual interest. Still likes cuddling. Likes sitting on my lap, as long as it's comfortable. Doesn't mind undressing to change clothes, even if I'm in the same room. We've seen each other naked once anyway. Oh wait, there we go. Be me. Sitting in grass at the park. Park is packed with people. Female asks me if she can sit in a spot adjacent to me. Say yes. I'm doing some work on my laptop and occasionally glance up to think about a problem. I notice that she's glancing in my general direction. I'm very dehydrated and feel balsy, so I ask if I can lay down next to her. To my surprise, she says yes. I end up cuddling with her for about 30 minutes until I have to leave. She asks for my number before I leave. Is picking up women really this easy? Be me. 23. Masturbating since the age of 12. Nut 3 times a day for last 11 years without fail. Depressed. Filling the.jpg, always anxious. No motivation. Minuteman in bed. MFW, I realized I ruined my life, and there's no way back. Be me. Parents each come from a different ethnic group. Dad's side of the family speaks one language. Mom's side of the family speaks another language. Wasn't taught either language. This never bothered me as a kid, but I also never got to develop any kind of a relationship with my grandparents, uncles, aunts, etc. Now that I'm older, I desire to have a relationship with them. Problem is I don't have time to teach myself 2 languages. Feel too ashamed and upset with my parents to even bother. What do I do?